Tonight, the king of daytime, Paul O'Grady.
There you go, campers, right.
And a bunch of his busy scouse mates are foregoing the cultural delights of Liverpool and the UK for a night of screams. In Palermo, Italy, reputedly one of the most haunted cities of the world. How will they cope with the terror?
No, I'm scared.
Will they make it to the end of the night?
No, I think I need to leave now. You sure? Yeah, sure. Okay, definitely sure. All right, definitely sure.
And if they do, will they ever be the same again?
I was so scared, I couldn't move.
The Italian island of Sicily has always been famous for its dead. But we're not talking mafia hits here, we're talking ghosts. The island's capital, Palermo, is reputedly one of the world's most haunted cities. A very spooky place for Yvette and her trusty Hackney cab to go ghost hunting with a very special guest.
Live at 5 on 4, it's Paul O'Grady.
Paul O'Grady is without doubt one of the UK's best-loved entertainers.
Dear Paul, do you still share your bed with animals? Oh, please. If this was Sweden, you know what I mean? I got locked up for that.
Whether wearing trousers or a frock.
If your sex life is boring, try using toys. Oh, I can't wait to walk around the house with Cindy hanging out my arse.
Paul O'Grady's never lost for words or a quick, witty retort.
If there's anybody here...
Until now.
Well, I'm tongue-tied. Can you show us a sign?
Paul is going to spend the night with fellow Liverpudlians, Atomic Kitten's Natasha Hamilton.
And the truth is that we'll never know where love will flow.
I think all of us being Scousers, we're up for a laugh, you know, we're definitely going to have a good time. But I think, you know, if strange going-ons do happen, we will definitely all pull together.
Brookside, West End and film actress, feisty Jennifer Ellison.
What are you looking at, you ugly fuck? No, I think we're gonna have a scream in both ways.
And fellow Brookside actor and general all-round fit bloke, Philip Olivier.
Into the night sky for an absolutely mammoth release there.
I think the good connection is that we know each other. We're friends, you know. But the other thing as well, we had the brief last night, is none of us, no matter what, can say, calm down. So we're going to try and leave that out.
The fact that we're all from Liverpool, I don't think... I'm not anyway, I'm from Birkenhead, so I'm a woolly back from over the water. But I don't think the fact that we're from Liverpool is going to make a difference. It doesn't matter if we're all from Poland. I think if something appears, it's every man for himself, regardless to where we're from.
The gang are going to join up with Yvette Fielding and visit 3 of Palermo's scariest locations to search for ghosts, ghouls and things that generally go bump in the night.
Are you nervous then?
I'm not nervous yet, but as soon as we go into the dark...
That's it?
That's it.
Are you nervous, Phil?
I'm like a kid on Christmas Eve.
I've sort of got mixed feelings, mate. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it and I'm not.
I hope something happens.
I don't want to see anything. I'm freaking out.
I want to see
No, I am freaking out. I
You're
don't
not
want to
freaking
see...
out.
I am.
Hey! Oh, okay.
Andy Armo, get in!
Come on. Basta. Come along, please, my party.
Right, let's go ghost hunting.
Come on.
Ooh.
Get in.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's go ghost hunting.
Nice. I'm sort of open-minded about ghosts. I've never seen one. I want something to appear smack bang in front of me and go, ooh. Then I'll believe, because I'll shit myself. No, I'm scared. And I'll be like Roadrunner, gone. That'll be it. We'll be hanging about.
I will not be afraid to let people know that I am scared. I will scream, cry, take fits, take tantrums. I will be petrified, and I'm not afraid to let people know that. I
like to be surrounded by people, friends, loved ones.
If there's anyone here, can you please talk to Natasha on there?
Oh, don't be saying that. So once I'm locked away in the dark on my own, I think I'm just going to lose the plot, and I may even cry. I don't want to go.
Been given a bit of the bravado, you know. I'm not bothered a ghost. If I seen a ghost, I'd be out of there in about 2 seconds flat. I'd be pushing them out the way, never mind. Can't believe that.
Watching these wusses as they go ghost hunting is Professor of Psychology and Body Language expert Jeffrey Beattie.
I'll be looking very closely at all of the verbal and non-verbal behaviour of Paul and his friends to work out what kind of people they are, what's the relationship between them. Now, this is Paul O'Grady and friends, but they're not necessarily friends with a lot of shared experiences. So it'll be fascinating seeing how they manage to bond together in the kinds of situations they're going to find themselves in, or fail to bond. Now, I've had the chance to do some psychological profiles of all 4 of them, and those results are absolutely fascinating. They're all extreme extroverts. They need people. How are they going to cope when they're on their own? I also know that some of them really believe in ghosts, some of them don't. So what kind of conflict is going to arise because of that?
Make it move.
That was my chair. I'm
Put your hands down and shut it. Make the table move.
It's my job to find out.
First up tonight is the chilling Carini Castle. Built in 1075, this castle is legendary due to a double murder that took place here in December 1563. The Baroness of the castle, Laura Lanza, and her lover Ludovico were slain when their secret affair was revealed to Laura's father, Don Cesar. To avenge the shame it brought on the family, he stabbed his daughter and her lover to death. Legend has it that the ghosts of those involved in this violent murder still haunt the castle to this very day. The mark of Laura's bloody handprint is said to grace the wall of the very room in which she was murdered. And it is these troubled ghosts that our hunters are hoping to find.
Come on, everybody out!
Hang on, bloody hell, we're not Jack the Post.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carini Castle. It's an 11th century castle. It's steeped in a bloody history. There are bloody handprints on the wall connected to a murder. There are footsteps heard running around the whole castle, and it's incredibly haunted.
Can I ask a question?
You can.
What are we doing going in there?
Because this is what we're here for, Jennifer. You all happy?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Taxi.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, no!
The first room to be investigated tonight is known as the Great Hall.
This is the Great Hall. Now, over in the corner is an oubliette. An oubliette means in French forgotten. Many people would be thrown down that hole where they would have been forgotten. Normally head first, so hopefully their neck would break on the way down. But a lot of people, they didn't have that pleasure. They're actually thrown down there and they were forgotten. Should we do a little bit of calling out in here?
Definitely.
Yeah? Shall we see? Yes. Everybody please keep your feet still. If there's anybody here, any spirit person, please can you make a noise? I'm calling out to any spirit people that may have lived in this castle or died in this castle. If you're here, come towards us, walk towards us. Let us hear your footsteps or your moans or your cries. Did you hear that? Oh! Don't freak.
Up there.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Get it. I did hear a sort of...
Let's ask again and see if we get it again.
It was a moan.
It was a cry.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Didn't you hear like a moan?
I don't want to hear it.
Clearly alarmed by the noise, Jennifer is trying to convince herself that it is from the living as opposed to the dead.
There's
Someone
not.
else in another room.
No, there
Yes,
isn't.
it is.
There, Jennifer, there isn't. There isn't. There isn't. You can go check if you like.
I'll go and check. I'll check.
Go and check. Go and check. Go and check.
In pain.
In order to be sure that the sounds they are hearing are not coming from the living, Phil bravely checks for possible hidden crew members in the areas around the Great Hall.
I definitely heard that noise though, and I'm a very big skeptic. There is no one here.
However, Jennifer is still convinced that the noises are man-made.
There was a whale.
There was?
Yeah.
I actually want to cry.
Someone upstairs.
There's no... At any point, if any of you want to check...
No, I think it's upstairs. I think someone's
Jennifer.
upstairs.
It sounded like it was over from there.
It did.
Oh,
We all did.
Where-
Yeah, we did.
Where did you hear
The
it
first one came that way. Like, it sounded like it was right over there.
I'm sorry.
That was good. That was good.
I'm sorry.
That's good phenomenon. Yeah, but listen.
That sounds like a girl.
No, keep still because we could get it to come closer.
Seriously, guys, back home, there's no one here. And there's no way out apart from the way we come, so unless they jumped out the window and said so. I don't know.
With the return of Phil, Jennifer's fears, as opposed to her suspicions, are realised.
Did you hear it up there?
Definitely a moan.
I heard a moan, that's why I went and checked it out. Unless they're really fast and they're not out. There's only one way in
since
there.
you've been gone?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Well, let's call out and see one last time. There's nobody up there. You happy with the fact there's no one up there?
Yeah, and there's only one way up there.
Nice. Go on then. Do your stuff.
All the spirits in this castle, please come closer to us. Come closer, please. If there is a lady present here, I know you are. Cry out again. It's good, that, isn't it?
That's weird.
That's
Yeah,
good.
That's defo. It sounds like a child.
It's twice
Yeah.
high pitched. It's like
Is it?
Yeah.
no, it's high pitched again from the same place.
This is really good.
Outside in the taxi, Professor Jeffrey Beattie is studying our ghost hunting novices with interest.
From a psychological point of view, of course, first responses are sometimes extremely interesting. Look at how extreme Jennifer's responses actually are.
Don't freak.
Now, she's in fact the most emotionally volatile member of the group, but there's more to her behaviour than that. She doesn't try to inhibit her behaviour in any way. She doesn't care who she frightens through her responses. Look at Natasha's response to her. Now, Natasha is a much more sensitive individual. She wouldn't respond in the same kind of way as that. And Paul's also pretty emotionally volatile, but he's not a believer in the afterlife or in spirits in the same way that Jennifer is. So although he might be subject to extreme fear responses, he's very in control here, he's very guarded here. And Philip's the one who goes off in search of the thing that made the noise. Why does he do that? Because of his underlying personality. He's someone who cares about how other people feel. And even though he's an extreme extrovert and doesn't really like going off on his own, he's prepared to do it for Jennifer.
I'll go and check. I'll check.
Go and check. Go and check. Go and check.
And this is just the opening few moments of the ghost hunt. The big question is this going to be predictive of what we see all night? Is Jennifer going to freak like this throughout a very, very long evening?
Back inside the castle, Yvette is ready to start the ghost hunt proper.
Are you ready to go to the next place? Are you ready to start this night?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
I think I need a taxi.
You don't need the taxi.
Come on, let's go out this way.
But it's fascinating, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's mad.
Weird.
Isn't
I
it?
give me goosebumps the first time
I just
heard
thought,
it.
yeah.
The next area to be investigated is believed to be the room where the murder of Laura Lanza, the Baroness of Carini, took place, and where her bloody handprint is said to appear on the wall. However, being the mistress of the macabre and a bit mischievous to boot, Yvette has a surprise up her sleeve.
Right. We're going to go and do what I call a Scooby-Doo. We're going to go and investigate completely on our own and see where we go.
Nice.
All right?
This is what it's about.
Yeah. 4 of us.
Okay.
We'll do that.
4 of
Yeah.
us?
Yeah.
There's 5 of us.
I know. So, one of you
Don't leave me on my
is
own.
going to stay in this room completely on their own.
Yeah.
And I want you to choose who it's going to be. Paul, I'd like you to make the decision.
Who's up for it, girls, then?
Not me.
Jennifer?
Not me, but I'm not saying anyone. I know I'm going to get left on my own.
You want to see something?
Come on, leave me on my own, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I'm not quite ready yet.
Leave me on my own, yeah.
Okay, if the rest of you just want to walk out of that door, what I want you to do is I want you to come and stand over here and put your hand on this wall, completely in the dark. You'll be given a night vision camera and you'll be on your own. Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
For the first few moments, keep your hand on the wall. Don't forget to call out, but then walk around this room and ask her to come closer to you. Good luck.
With the lights out, Jennifer attempts to make contact with the ghost of Laura. Badly.
Okay. Laura, if you're in here, I'm here and, you know, I'm here to help, not to help you, but I understand what you're going through. Well, not what you're going through, but come on, just talk to me, let me know that you're here.
Coming up, Paul's nerves are tested.
It's me. Now, do you give me asses, huh?
Jenny starts seeing things.
Oh my God, there's a shadow on the wall.
And all hell breaks out in Carini Castle.